Okay, so write AWS console and click on the first link, that is called AWS Management Console. Considering my account is already there, it will not give me the option to register. But you guys can register, and whenever you register, you have to remember the couple of things. Pay attention, guys. Here, you have to remember the couple of things. The very first thing is that your RuPay card will not work. Okay. The second thing is that it requires debit or credit card where it will deduct 2 rupees and give it back your 2 rupees within 48 hours. Right. Third is you register as a student. Fourth is take a base account. Right. Fifth is do not give your PAN card. No need. Do not give your PAN card. And you register for the certification and exam perspective. Certification and exam. So please do so right now and create your account. Who does not have account? Can you ping on the chat window, guys, online? Who does not have AWS account? Sir, you have AWS account? No. No problem. You are creating it now, right? Okay. In online, anybody has who does not have AWS account? Dilmeet, Priyanka, Ankit, Ketki. Everybody, please confirm me. AWS is free for 1 year. AWS doesn't charge for 1 year. But doesn't mean that okay, Sachin Wag is saying that he does not have. Ketki, okay. So Sachin, I am making you presenter. Whatever you are doing the registration, show to everyone. Okay. Don't worry, nobody is going to hack your personal details, right? Where is Sachin Wag? Just a sec. Sachin, I'm not able to see him. Yeah. I'm selecting Sachin. Sachin, I'm making you presenter to share account. Yeah, it's a personal account. Yeah. Sachin, you are the presenter now. Yeah, share your screen. Yeah, open. Yeah, you have joined through mobile, man. No problem. Open the browser and show that, right? I request to all of you guys, if you really want to do that, AWS, do not join from mobile. It is because anytime I can give you the practical to do that, right? And I help you to implement. But the way mobile is not the right option. Okay. Open browser. Anybody else who does not have the account and working from the laptop? Because mobile is not the right option. Anybody else? Priyanka, you have AWS account? Okay. Who said that who does not have account? Let me check. Ganesh, have you joined through mobile or laptop? Mahesh, you joined through laptop or what? Laptop. So Ganesh, I am making you presenter, okay? You share your screen so that okay, no problem. I am Ganesh. I'm going with the Ganesh. There are two Ganesh are here. It's a matter of 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, your account will be ready, okay? Ganesh, share your screen now. Okay, so we can see the Ganesh screen, guys. I have muted himself, but whatever he is doing, it visible. So put your email ID, whatever you want to register, put your password and your account name, whatever you want. Follow the same process, everyone. And this is 123. Within 7 minutes, we will be done and we'll right away start the AWS stuff. Okay. About knowing each other, things and all, we will do it later. So verify that. Refresh the screen. Click on this. Yeah, refresh one. 6WC2QP. It was not correct. BF6XNN. I believe X is capital. I don't know. Click on that. Yeah, seems that it was capital. D7AX4X. It's difficult to understand that it's a capital X or a small x. Huh? You have AWS account, right? You have also. Madam, you are creating it now, right? What is? I'm not getting. Billing information. Yeah, address and all, right? Yes, it's required. 344 PAQ. PAP. I think should work. What is the problem, man? Are you getting some other message? Can you go up? Go up. Ganesh, go up. Yeah. Account already exists. Your account is already there, my dear friend. When did you created it? If you created recently, go ahead and reset your password. Okay. Student, yes. Role should be the student. Don't give your PAN card details, okay? Yeah, your root account, yes. Put your email ID. Poonam is saying I'm creating my AWS account now. Very nice, Poonam. Poonam, you want me to make you presenter so that other people can follow? Poonam? Okay, no problem. That's fine. So please create now. Let's talk about cloud, guys. Although you all are here into the to learn AWS, but before going to the AWS, you should know cloud. What is cloud, right? Because AWS is a part of the cloud. So please flap down your laptop and then listen to me carefully. And that theory is already there in the PPT. Whatever I am saying, every inch of word is written in the PPT, but I believe in explaining the concept, so I will talk about the concept first, then I'll show you in the PPT, and I would like you to go through the PPT yourself and come back to me if you have any question, right? Because the documentation is already available in the internet, in the Google, as well as in AWS documentation in the YouTube. So I am not the guy who go through the PPT line by line and explain and all. I believe in explaining the concept. If your concept is clear, you are ready. The technical lines you can read, and if you don't understand, come back to me, right? So huge documentation that I have created in such a way that you can easily understand yourself, but okay, but I would love to talk so that you can understand the concept. So first question is that what is cloud? Anybody can help me here? Anything comes to your mind, don't hesitate to say whatever is in the mind, say. It's a virtual setup. Very nice. Anybody else? It is on data over internet. Very nice. Guys, when I say everybody, please say, then the opportunity is for the online guys also. There are 20 people except me are online. I request you actively participate. I am not opening you, I muted you because too much background noise comes. So you can type, right? You can type, or if you think that you want to talk, that is very important, you ping here, I will unmute you, okay? Unlimited data storage, very nice, Satyavan. Anybody else? Okay, we can access data remotely, very nice. Anytime, anywhere access, very good. Service we can access through internet, perfect. So guys, there are multiple definitions available in the internet given by the multiple companies and the multiple people around the world, right? So I've gone through many of the definitions, and I like one of the definition given by the Forrester company. The Forrester company, that they do the analysis research into the cloud area only, and they had given the definition that is on the PPT. Actually, some people don't relate if the PPT is not in front of you guys. So let me open the PPT so that at least you will understand. I am not going to go through also, just showing that the things are there, okay? So that definition says, what is the definition? Definition says the cloud is a standardized IT-based practice. Cloud is a standardized IT-based practice available on internet, provided by a vendor, right? Standardized IT-based practice means whether the process that we used to follow earlier without cloud, the same process is in the cloud also. There is no magic, there is no magic stick available, right? The people think that cloud means you will have everything. No, it's a standard practice, right? What is the standard practices? Earlier we used to get the server, install the application, database, middleware, and then work. Network funda also same. Only the thing is that it is a package. We'll talk about, right? So standardized IT-based capability available on internet provided by the vendor, as you said, that access from anywhere, from any device. Self-service, right? Sometime free or chargeable. If it is free, some advertisements and other things you are forced to watch. Correct? So that definition is written here. Standardized IT-based practice available on through internet. Software or IT infrastructure, you need infrastructure, you need application, everything is available. Provided by a vendor, it is provided by someone. If you create your own, that can, I'm not saying that that is not a cloud, that can be cloud, but you cannot develop everything your own. That is there, right? You can access through internet from the computer, always available, scale. You want 1, you want 10, and from 10, you want to come back 1. Everything is possible. Unlimited. Pay per use. Whatever you use, you have to pay that only. Right? It is not available to use and then they are charging based on the ability. No. It is based on the pay as you consume and pay. That's all. Okay. Advertisement based has a web, or you can access through the website, through GUI interface, or you can write a command and then access. Both options are there. Right? Full customer control. You are the super user of that thing that you are using. You use the way that you want to use. Got it? Any question on this? I repeat, cloud is a standardized IT-based practice available on internet, provided by a vendor, access through GUI or command line. Right? Access from anywhere device. Right? provided by a vendor is very important. Perfect. So this is the definition I really like, because every word is making sense here, and that's what is the definition of cloud. Understand? Any question, anyone online? Okay, no problem. There are three types of cloud. There are three types of cloud: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. You guys had lunch? Okay. If you have not done the lunch, you are going to feel more hungry with the example that I am going to give you. Okay. What is public cloud? Okay. You people must have gone to the big restaurants. And whenever you go to the big restaurants, then they claim that they have all kind of foods available. You go, you order it, and it is available. There are two types of order that you can do here. One is a la carte, the another is buffet. There is no a la carte in cloud. Means there is no custom service available. Everything is a packaged application. You take it, consume it, pay it, and done. Like in the buffet, you go to the buffet, things are there, you take it, consume it, and you're done. But the difference is there in the cloud, the buffet is available. Only the thing is that in normal hotel buffet, the certain amount is fixed. 1,000 rupees buffet, you have to pay 1,000. You consume it less or more, doesn't matter, you have to pay 1,000. Right? Here the package information is there, bundle is there, right? You just go, take it, consume for 10 rupees, pay for 10 rupees, you are done. No question will be asked. Understood? Clear? All packages are there. You consume it for the small, pay for the small, you are done. You take it for 1 minute, delete it, you are done, pay for 1 minute. That is the reason pay as you go model. Understood? It is not there for the ability to pay. Means it is available and you are paying. No, you are for the consumption you are paying. Example, this AC is there. Let's say I take an example. I take a AC on rent. From the time that guy fixed the AC, he will start charging me. It means availability based on that he is charging. Either I consume or not. No, cloud is not like that. It is always available 24/7. But whenever I use this AC, I will pay for that only. That is cloud. Pay per use, right? Let's say I am using in the night time for 1 hour, I'll pay for only 1 hour. Doesn't matter, it is with me 24 hours. Because I have not told the AC guy, give me the AC. I told that make my room on the given time available, right? Bear with. So I was talking about the public cloud, right? And that public cloud, I was saying that it is equivalent to the public restaurant. Only the thing is that the a la carte is not there, and it is buffet. And in buffet, you just pay whatever you consume, and that's what is there, right? The thing is that whenever you go to the restaurant, you have all kind of services available, all kind of foods available. Same here, all kind of services available. Approx 200 types of service available in AWS. AWS is the only cloud that talks about these many services. Rest other clouds, not even 50% they have. Understood? They have very limited. But AWS has so many services. Okay. Now AWS has so many services, then AWS says that you consume it based on you use. I'm not forcing you to go with the X or Y. Clear? Okay. So if we go to the restaurant, have we ever asked that are you following the government norms? If the child label is not working, the ingredients of food you are as per the industry based, or the cleanliness, hygiene are you following? Are you following for the other things and all? Apologies guys, I need to take this call. It is very urgent. They have the package application, you take it, you consume it, and you delete it as and when you want. Only pay for whatever. So this is public cloud, right? Okay. Moving to the private cloud. Moving to the private cloud, right? In public cloud, things are unlimited. You can consume as much as you want. If you call them public cloud and say that I am coming, they will say welcome. I am coming with 100 people. More than welcome, sir. Right? They will say that just allow us 30 minutes, 1 hour. Same is the cloud also. You go here and take one server and you take it 1,000 servers. They will say, hold on, allow us to arrange sometime and then we'll give you. They will never say no. Right? They are huge. They are very huge, beyond our imagination. They are huge. Okay? You can't believe it. Instagram. You people must be using Instagram, or have at least heard, right? AWS is small one service. Inside that, the whole Instagram is there. That is called S3. The whole Instagram is inside that only. Netflix is there only. They are huge. 40,000 servers of Facebook is used by your Facebook is using of AWS. Flipkart, more than 50-60% is in AWS. So they are very huge. Okay. So let's talk about the public cloud now. What is public cloud? Oh, sorry, private cloud. The private cloud is equivalent to your kitchen. It is equivalent to your kitchen, that whatever you cook in the kitchen, same is the private cloud. You make it, consume it, and create it based on your skill and based on your requirement. So in your kitchen, you cook the food for yourself based on your skill and based on your requirement, yourself or the one or two people more, right? Clear? Here in your kitchen, the compliance is in your hand. All the cleanliness, all the ingredients, everything is you are managing your own. It means the security and the compliance you are managing your own. Although in the public, it is with someone else. It means more control, more security, right? Everything is with me. Only the thing is that you cannot create or you cannot make that you don't know. One. The another thing, you will create with the limited options. You will create whatever you require. If you create more, it's wastage. Simple? Clear? Simple. So say, sir, tomorrow if I come to you and say that I am coming to your home for food or lunch, then you will say, I don't have the skill to cook whatever you want. The another thing, okay, you will say, if I cook, I'll cook for you only. I can cook for 1, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people maximum. I cannot cook. I have a capacity limitation. Or if I ask you that I want to eat Thai, then you say that I don't have the skill to cook, right? Or let's say that you learn and you cook for 10, 20 people and those is not consumed, it's a complete wastage. Same with the private cloud. You will create for the limited person, for the limited people and with the limited skill. And if it is not got consumed, it is wastage. Guys, the questions are coming, whatever I am explaining. Mahesh, can I request you to hold it for at least 5-10 minutes? And then I'll open this platform for the all open questions. Is it okay? Yeah, okay. So let's concentrate on this. Public, private and hybrid, right? This one. So public, is it clear now? Private, it is clear now. Let's go to the hybrid. Let's say I went to the restaurant where I liked the sabji very much, but the chapati is at my kitchen, right? And dessert from the third restaurant. So I call both the restaurants, say that I want your dessert, I want your sabji, I want my chapati. Can we integrate together and use it? All are perfect, fine, no problem, right? So combined all of them, one service from the Azure, one service from the AWS, one from my data center, integrate 3, use it, no problem. But what are the plus and minus? All the plus minus of public and private will be there, minus will also be there. On top of it, the additional thread, more threads, more chances of breaking. In any of the places, if anything got broken, the impact on the project. Make sense? Make sense, guys? Clear? Same thing is mentioned here also. If I go with this PPT that is written here, that talks about public cloud is a mega scale, huge. That's what the example that I have given, huge, right? Sold publicly, pay per use, multi-tenant application and the services, right? The services you are consuming and you are consuming quite possible is coming from the same place, but you don't know that is coming from the same place, right? Private access virtually unlimited. They have unlimited resources, unlimited, right? That's the reason I have taken the example of big restaurants. Private cloud, finite infrastructure, limited infrastructure, and the services. Enterprise owned or leased. Charge back to the LOBs, line of business. I created it, I am giving to the, let's say I am an IT department, I created, I given to the finance department, I will charge back to the finance department. Right? Cloud computing model in a company owned data center. या तो cloud computing, they will take the service from the cloud computing guy, or they will create in their own data center. Access limited resources that must be managed, right? It cannot be available for all. It will be based on the requirement. And again, who will manage? Who created it, or the central IT team? Hybrid combination of one or more clouds. Mixed uses of both public and private. Enable application components to be spread between multiple public and the multiple private, right? My data center, his data center, AWS, Azure, integrate all of them and use it. Public private hybrid is clear now with the easy language. Everybody is with me? Good. If anybody has anything, please shout. Moving on. So private, hybrid and public, same thing that I mentioned written in a technical word. Ma'am, is it clear, right? You're getting it. Same thing is there, whatever I mentioned, same thing. Single tenant, private, your own data center, owned by the operation IT. So instead of going line by line, I explained the concept. Go through this PPT, come back to me and say that I have not understood. Instead of going line by line, because this statement you find in the Google also, right? And if you can find the Google, why will you come here? You came here to understand the concept, and that's what is very important, right? So hybrid cloud, public cloud, private cloud, mix of both them are called hybrid cloud. Clear? Shall I move on? Okay. Cloud model. There are 3 types of cloud models, right? This one. Every company or other big companies have their own data centers. Okay. Let's take an example. Let's say, what is your good name, ma'am? Sorry? Siley. Let's say Siley decided to create a software, right? Develop a software. For that, she has a software as well as she has the data related to the software, right? Now she decided to develop a software, but once she started, she realized that for that she need a server. Okay. To set up a server, she need a premises. So she arranged the premises. Then she realized that it is required power. She arranged the power. She required the temperature also needs to be maintained. She arranged the temperature. And then to set up the server, she require a rack system and the network on that, right? Once that is available, see, database is required, needs to be set up. Middleware is required. Then only can she put the application, right? And put the data inside. Sally, you wanted to do the development. For that, so many new things came into the picture, right? And so many new things are all these that you wanted. You need a network, you need a storage, you need a server, virtualization, operating system, and so many other things, right? Okay. What are the difficult to manage here? Infrastructure side. So I decided to outsource the infrastructure. So Sally has given the infrastructure to this guy and said that I will pay you, but make sure that everything should be up and running, and I will pay you when I use it, not the availability of this. It is available. You are standing in front of the door of Sally and say that you use it. No, I will not pay. I will use it, let's say between 6 to 7. I will pay for 1 hour. That agreement as per the requirement, right? So she outsourced the network, storage, server, and the virtualization of the infrastructure. She outsourced the infrastructure. Rest all the things she is carrying with her. Make sense? If she is maintaining everything in the on-prem, that is called on-premises data centers. If she outsourced the infrastructure part to someone else and kept the remaining thing with her, then it is called infrastructure as a service. Clear? Clear, guys? Online? Everyone? Okay. Now, but what you wanted to do? Sally wanted to do the development application, but she has to install the operating system, upgrade the operating system, patch the operating system, middleware, same process, runtime, if any application she uses, data and application. Sally started with these two, but now she has to maintain all these two. Again pain, she is not able to concentrate on that. Okay, that's good. So she decided to outsource the middleware layer also. Apart from the infrastructure, she has outsourced the operating system, middleware application, upgrade of window, upgrade of applications and everything to someone. And you again, she is going to pay for you, for the users. And now she is reached to that stage where she started with this She wanted to develop the application, so application and the data. She outsourced the whole platform to someone else. If she outsourced the platform to someone else, then it is become a platform as a service for her. Now she is getting a platform where she will deploy the application, put your data, and then start developing the application. And that's what she wanted. Unnecessary pain is not required, right? That's the reason market is going from the left to right. Earlier, every company used to have a data center. Now they are moving to the platform. Now platform is also crossed. They are moving to the, infrastructure is also crossed. They move to the platform, and from platform they are moving to the software as a service. What is software as a service? The software service where you are getting a ready-made package and you are not bothered how it is running. What infrastructure they are using, network they are using, operating system they are using, how the storage is happening, I am not bothered. Rather, I don't want to know also. What I want to know, the application should always be running first and the performance should be fine. Like an Instagram, like a Facebook, like a Twitter, like Gmail, any other thing. Understood? I am just the end user. He wanted to develop a Facebook. Facebook is developed by Mark Zuckerberg. No problem. I will pay to that guy to use the application. Only the guarantee I need, that application should not go down. I don't know how he manages. Not bothered. My worry is that it should not go down and it should run fine. Make sense, guys? This is called software as a service. On-prem infrastructure service, short form IaaS, platform as a service, PaaS, and software as a service, that is called software as a service. Platform as a service, software as a service. IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Make sense? Okay, some people are pinging. Okay, they are saying yes. Clear? Guys, to become the CEO of the company, you should know this. Otherwise, very difficult to convince to the customer which category it falls on. All cloud services, doesn't matter in which cloud you are working, all service falls under these categories only. Cannot be go out. Clear? I will keep giving the example when I talk about the services of AWS, which category it falls on. The example that I have given, the Netflix, is in the S3 of AWS. It's a simple storage service where unlimited storage you can take. That is software as a service category. If you take a server where you deploy the application, if you are just taking the server, it is infrastructure as a service. You are taking the infrastructure. Understood? Okay. Moving on. Let's take the example of a pizza. Same. Made at home means data center. Earlier days, we used to create the cheese at home, toppings, tomato, pizza dough, fire, oven, everything at home. Even I need to create the cheese at home, sauce at home, everything. I started creating the pizza since morning, and then in the evening I am ready. The whole craze of pizza eating is gone. So I decided to outsource the things from there to someone. And someone is providing the cheese, topping, tomato, and pizza dough. And what I am doing, I am taking everything, putting into the pizza stuff and all, everything, putting into the oven, taking it out and enjoying it. But again, I need utensils, I need to clean the rooms, I need a oven, I need a fire. And I said, okay, I will not do one thing. Let's outsource. I call the Pizza Hut, get the pizza at home, but I need a dining table, I need utensils, I need cold drink. I enjoy it. Then I decided, okay, I will also not do that. I will go to the restaurant, enjoy the pizza, everything is done. Everything is outsourced. It's a light example actually. Make sense? So if we talk about the definition of the cloud, we talked about the cloud types, that is public, private, hybrid. Now infrastructure, platform, and software service along with the data center, that is on-prem. Is it clear? Okay. Characteristics of the cloud. The cloud, you can take unlimited, pay per use, flexible hai, you can use from anywhere, environment friendly hai, every company is not putting their data center, it is easy. Runtime based pay, there is no capex, only opex. Many of the people could not understand this terminology. Capital expenditure. If you start any business, you need money. To run that business, you need ongoing money. That ongoing money to maintain the business is called operational expenditure. The money you invest to start the business is called capital expenditure. Even if you open a chai tapri, you need 5,000 rupees at least to invest it. Right? That is called capital expenditure. To run that show, you need some money. Let's say every day 200 rupees. But here in the cloud, there is no capital expenditure. No need to invest anything in start. If you have 100 rupees, take the service of 100 rupees, complete it, you are done. They are done, you are done, khatam. Make sense? Clear everyone? Shall I go ahead? Right? Cloud started in 2007, but not got popular till 2012 or 13. Why? Or many companies started right now, maybe a year or two later, previous, sorry. Why now? What went wrong? Because of that, it took time. Okay, I thought somebody's saying. So why it took time? Because of 9 different reasons. So here it is mentioned, around 70% of the companies over 1,000 employees have not started or recently started the cloud because of these many reasons. And there are 9 reasons, and that's the reason we call notorious 9. What are those reasons? Yeah, that is true, Satyavan. Right? Data is increasing because of the cloud come into the picture. It's not a, I'll not say that, it's a clear cut of uses of the cloud. Because the company was afraid to use, they did not have the skill. First, they were thinking that my data will go away. They were thinking that somebody from the cloud company itself that they can hack the data. Right? They were thinking that cloud was costly. They were thinking that the data internet speed was not good. And the most important thing was the acceptability of the cloud was not there. Example, 5 years before, you people might not have that much uses of credit card that you are doing it now, or you will not have that many credit cards that currently you are using, right? Let's say 5 years back you are not using the credit card, or you may be using limited. Why? Risk. Because you were not confident that the security threat was more. Why? Because there was no OTP, there was no PIN, customer care reaches was difficult, acceptability of the credit card itself was difficult. If you go to the small restaurant or the chai tapri and all, if you give the credit card, गरीब का मजाक उड़ाते हो, that kind of statement used to come. Sorry? 2%, right? Nowadays what? You go to the chai ki tapri and you give the option, he will say that you name the card and I accept it. You name the option, I accept it. Why? Because the acceptability increased, security is increased, customer care is good, but is all of them are resolved? No issue with the credit card? No. Still there are so many issues on the credit card. Credit card cannot be hacked. There is no issue that no, everything is there. Only the thing is, it is mitigated. It is reduced. Same with the cloud. The problem that they have, they were afraid of data breach, data loss, account hijack, insecure programming that they have written. Denial of service. Today cloud started one service, tomorrow say I don't want to give you the support for that. Or we are removing. Insider, malicious insider, maybe someone inside the cloud person itself is hacking the data. Abuse of the cloud services. याद है 2000 in 2000 or 99, Reliance, not this Reliance, Anil Ambani Reliance launched a mobile. People used it 80,000, 1 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees of bill, and they did not pay a single money. They surrendered the phone. You take your phone back. Right? So abuse of the services, right? Insufficient diligence. Customer care is not good. They are not giving the consideration on you, or shared technology model. The model that the shared technology in the sense the data I am putting, that is also going on the same rack. You're also going on the same server. But that big server, they slice it virtually and give it to you. You think that it is with me only. No, it's not the case. It is shared. So many company policy was not that. They did not want to share the resources. That is the reason cloud was not in use. But they realized that, and cloud company proved that cloud is viable solution. It can be used in the industry, and they proven it. That's the reason company started it. Because they started it, so many opportunity came in the market. And to encash the opportunity, you are here to learn the cloud, right? So this is all about cloud. Last 1 hour we are talking about only cloud. It is very much required to understand the cloud first before you go and understand the AWS, guys. Right? May not come the interview question, but in the day-to-day life, it is very important that you should understand public, private, hybrid, infrastructure, platform, and software as a service. You understand that why the cloud was not there. I'm clear. This is all about cloud that we talked about. Any question on that? Because we are done with the cloud definition, cloud discussion. We are moving towards the AWS now. Abuse of cloud service, ma'am. The example that I have given, right? I have taken the services, right? And I have used it. I'm not paying it, right? Or I put a spy application inside that. And cloud company that time did not have anything to watch, right? And today if any hacks happen, right away cloud company contra in your server, separate kar deti hain wo right away, and say that ki you manage it, otherwise we will delete the server. Artificial intelligence software they have implemented. They have implemented many security software so that they can check the things are wrong or not. You cannot abuse. In every month, at least I get a one notification from the one cloud company say that attack is happening in your server, take action. We are contraing as of now. We are separating your server from the main network. Okay, you manage it. If you don't give the proper justification, your server will be demised. Every month, at least one mail like that get it, and we take the action accordingly. It means that giving the service to you, right? And they are helping you for that. Yeah, no, they are not watching inside what is happening. But let's say every day 1 GB of data processing is happening. Example. Suddenly, if it is reaching to the 10 terabyte, their network is using, right? So they alert you. Something something fishy is happening. Check it. And we think that it is not a right way of using the server, so we are separating out so that our other server should not be impacted.
Because they are monitored.
Not inside the server, but outside it. They cannot go inside the server. If they can go inside the server, you will sue to them. Case kar doge sir aap. My data is watched. Right? They can't. Any question, anyone, guys? So just you might have observed now I am using the day-to-day example. I am trying to explain in the layman language, and the intention is to make you understand that whatever is written as a technical word in an easy way, so that you can, once you learn, you can easily understand what is that. Okay. No, they cannot check the storage also, right? Because storage is Ganesh, everything is inside the storage only, right? Why you are pinging me, Mahesh, this is screenshot? I'm not getting it. You put the screenshot, right? Anything specific you want to show? The pizza one? Or you are hungry? Okay, no problem. Don't put the screenshot here, please, yaar. I'll give this PPTs for you. You will get 100%. All documents are created for you only, and for always. Okay. So, guys, do you know the background how AWS started? Anyone? Around 1 or 2 questions comes from this in the exam, so you should know, right? Okay. At least you should know the AWS is a company of subsidiary company of Amazon, right? Okay. So as you know that most of the people must be knowing that Amazon started from the garage with the book business, and slowly it grown up like anything. I'll not say slowly; they were very fast. They grown, right? And the book business they started, and in 1990s there was a natural calamities happens, and because of that many business was went on top. So they bought their data centers, huge data center, because they had the requirement, because their business was increasing. But book business is not a 24 by 7 365 days business, right? Online book reading or selling of the recording, maintaining. So their data center was not in use 100%. Let's say during holiday season book selling business is high, during the festival season it is less. Simple. So they decided to give their data center on rent, right? And when then they realized that it's a very good business. It's a very good business because they are getting good money, right? They did it quite a long time, and after that they decide formally on 2007 January to launch the portal that is called AWS, and their main business was Amazon. So from the book they have started the retail business also, and they are the number one in the world nowadays in the retail. Earlier their main revenue was coming from the Amazon retail business, where there are two type of people. One is seller, the another is the buyer. From both of them they are getting the business money, right? This was the third business. Now they have so many other businesses. This is the third businesses. So earlier the major revenue used to come from the Amazon. Now the major revenue is coming from AWS. So you can think on how big the AWS is now. And that guy has become the richest person of the world, right? So this is the history, right? So I talked about the overview, what is AWS, and they have the three different type of businesses. They have many businesses now, but these are the major ones, right? And how to create the account, it is written here. I'm skipping this because we created the account. I'll come back to this later. So AWS use case, you can do the huge archiving, you can social networking site you can create the academic website, Google search engine type of big things you can create. Huge setup is there, right? And they are into all infrastructure, platform and software as a service. Okay. So before I go on this, let me come to this point. You can access AWS through 4 different ways. One, through GUI interface, that is called console. That is called AWS console. Okay. We do not call website. We do not call portal. AWS is called AWS console. Azure is called Azure portal. Google is called G Cloud, GCP cloud. Clear? So I'll keep talking about the multiple comparisons between the services in different clouds, so that once you go to the interview or work on those clouds, you should not be new to you. At least you might have heard the terminology. You should know what exactly it is and all. Make sense? It will help. So the another way of using the cloud through API, you can write the program and you can use that through application programming interface, APIs, right? Or you can do through command line. You can write the commands and you can use that. Same thing that you can do through console or through API, command line interface. The fourth one is SDK, software development kit, is provided by AWS, and you can use as a program to access the AWS services and use that. So 4 different ways. Out of that we are going to learn 2, that is management console and CLI. The rest 2 are for the programmers. If you are doing the programming, you can use that. Okay. Now coming back to this one, region and zones. Online folks are here also. If you have any concern, anything, please interrupt me right away. Do not wait. AWS is available worldwide, right? AWS is available on US, in India, in Australia, in Singapore, or any other country, many other areas, right? And this is called regions. All of them called regions. And one region and the another region, there is no link. If anything goes wrong to the US region, does not impact to the any other region. Clear? It's not going to impact. Reason is clear. And every region has a different price. The services cost may differ based on the the labor cost, based on the goods and service cost, quite possible. And also the services, all the services in all the regions may not be available, right? Let's say here 100 services, maybe here 150 services, maybe here 99 services, quite possible based on their requirement, based on their availability, right? Clear? So as a student, which one is the best where I should get a very less cost even if it is got generated? Ideally it is free, but if it is got generated the cost, I should get the less price, right? And that one is the most oldest one, that is called North Virginia. So North Virginia is the cheapest one, and most of the services of AWS are available on the North Virginia. So there are so many reasons here. Guys, with the sentiments and the patriotic reason, if you are going to the Mumbai, you are giving the money to the AWS. It is not going to be remain in the India, don't worry. The first thing. The another thing is that it is costly. Okay, so North Virginia, most of the services are here and it is very cheap compared to the others. So as a student, you can take any of them. AWS is not going to stop you. Only the thing is that whatever you take, do not move it to the another region. Because as I said that one region does not have the relation to another. Let's say you created a one server here and you switched to the region and forgot, this server will keep running and here nothing will show. The bill will keep generating and one fine day you will get the good bill. Because if you change it to the any other region and log out, next time you will get that region only, you will not get the default one. Let's say I selected to Mumbai, next time when I log in now, Mumbai will be there. And by mistake if I have created some resources in North Virginia, the bill will keep generating. Right? And those resources will not show in the Mumbai because both are different. So no sentiments please. Use one. That is another. Reason is a representation. Reasons are representation. Inside that actual data centers have been created. And quite possible in one region 3 data center, another in 2, another in 5, the another is 50. Quite possible. Data centers. In any cloud we call region and inside the data centers are called zone. In any cloud. We do not call data center, we call zone. Full form in AWS is called availability zone. Clear? Minimum 2 data centers or minimum 2 zones. Maximum 2 plus n. Minimum 2, maximum 2 plus n. Can be 3, can be 4, can be 10, can be 50. Clear? But minimum 2 is required. Got it guys? Okay. So in North Virginia, how many ability zones or data centers are there? For that we have to go to the services, click on EC2 and it will redirect to the EC2 dashboard. What is EC2? We'll talk later. If I scroll down, there are 6 different ability zones and all of them are running fine. Right? Clear? Now how we are able to know if we are using the 2 regions by mistakenly? No sir, how can you use at one time you will use Ganesh one region only. Let's say I am in North Virginia, so I am using this North Virginia. If I shift it to Mumbai, then everything will be Mumbai here. So at one time you can use only one. Is there any relation between them? Then you cannot see. Yes, there is a one place you will see that what all resources you are using. That is called billing section. In the billing it will show everything. In North Virginia you have used this much cost you have taken. In Mumbai you have used this. So that place you will get that thing. That is the only billing section. Huh? So Ganesh, you understood, right? So how will get to know the 2 regions by mistakenly? No sir, there is no option, only the billing. only the billing section. Okay, clear? So these are the examples where all the regions are there, 18 regions, 4 more coming, and this is the pictorial representation of that. And AWS does not know you. Can we create different instance in different regions with the same account? Yes. You can create the instance in Mumbai, you can create in North Virginia, Australia, Singapore, you name that, wherever. AWS is not going to stop you. Boss, usko to paisa mil raha hai na. Why he will stop you? Clear? Okay. And AWS, currently I am in North Virginia. This North Virginia, for AWS, there is no North Virginia. It's a representation, it's a name only. AWS is given an ID for that. That is called US East 1. AWS knows US East 1. And that is also written here also in the URL. Right? So AWS knows with the ID. US East 1 means North Virginia. Mumbai, AS South something is there. Mumbai, AP South 1. Clear? Like this, all this. Region and zone is clear. Any question? What type of? In exam? Okay. Actually, it's a very initial stage you are.
How to see this information what is how
the multiple choice question comes. So in multiple choice questions comes, although it doesn't come like this way, but I'm just giving a very hypothetical now. Let's say how many regions in the Mumbai? Option is 1, 2, 4, 10, 5. This is a very vague question although, but multiple choices. That will come. Right? You have to. Okay. But to be very open, ऐसे क्वेश्चन नहीं आते जो मैंने अभी दिया. I cannot use the technical words of other components, otherwise it will be difficult to digest. So I reserve your question and we will discuss during the class 7 or 8. Okay, so you can write it down. This whenever I say I will tell, I am the culprit. Make me culprit and write it down. अब तो मैं पूछ के रहूँगा इसका, छोड़ूंगा नहीं मैं इसको. इसने मुझे बोला है ना बताऊंगा, तो कैसे याद रहेगा तुम्हें? तुम तो भूल जाओगे after 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Write it down somewhere and disturb me. ठीक है? Then only you can hit me back, right? Otherwise मैंने तो बोल दिया आपको गोली देने के लिए, भूल जाओ, बताऊंगा बाद में. राइट? तो एक पेज बना लो, एक नोट जहाँ पे मैंने जितना भी बोला ना, आई विल टेल यू लेटर, वो लिखते रहो वहाँ पे. ठीक है? देखो कोई भी नहीं, मैं तो चाहता हूँ लोग मुझे पसंद करें. कैन वी लिंक टू डिफरेंट डेटा फ्रॉम डिफरेंट डेटा मीन्स व्हाट? कैन वी लिंक टू डिफरेंट डेटा मीन्स व्हाट यार? Database link means what? What do you mean by the link here? Okay, I understood. Interchange नहीं होता यार. What he is trying to say, let me put it here. बहुत बेसिक पढ़ रहे हो यार. अभी मैं घुस जाऊंगा ना टेक्निकल में तो आप लोग बोलोगे कि सर नहीं समझ नहीं आ रहा, ये टीचर अच्छा नहीं है. समझ रहे हो आप? दिस इज द रीजन नॉर्थ वर्जीनिया, राइट? दिस इज मुंबई. आई क्रिएटेड अ डेटाबेस हियर. If anything goes wrong to this whole region, can I replicate my data to this another region? Answer is yes. You can replicate. That is possible, right? So it's not linking; it's a replication of the data to the another region, not on data center. Data center तो इसके अंदर ही बने हुए हैं ना. If one data center goes down, I can use the another. Can I do the replication here also? Yes. Can I replicate to the another region also? That is also possible. Across data centers or across region, that is also possible, right? But ये डाउन हो गया तो यहाँ पे कुछ इम्पैक्ट होगा, वो नहीं होगा. जो डेटा यहाँ पे आ चुका उसको यूज कर लो. ओके या राजन, यू अंडरस्टूड राइट व्हाट आई सेड? सॉरी, देखो सर्विस है, कितना यूज करोगे पे करना है, राइट? आपने डेटा सेंटर में रिप्लिकेशन किया है तो रिप्लिकेशन के पैसे दे दीजिए आप. सिंपल है. रिडंडेंसी मत करो. आई एम सॉरी. Yeah, yeah, you can. Let's say I keep my data here in India, and I want to replicate to the US one. That is possible. Or in India, there are two different centers. You want to replicate from this data center to the another data center. If anything goes wrong to, let's say Radical is a center, that is in Kharadi. The another data center is in On. If anything goes wrong to the Kharadi, you people can go there and learn. So this is in the same region. Means Pune, if Pune is a region, this is example. Right? You can. It will charge. You have to tell. Of course, you have to tell. You want to replicate in Mumbai to North Virginia or North Virginia to Australia or Australia to Singapore. You have to tell. It is not automatically. Okay. Boss, they are here to do business. Sir, if you do anything, the charge is there. You put the photo into the server, you are watching the photo or you are putting the photo, not only the charging of putting the server, rather seeing it or putting it, both charges are there. You have not thought so, right? Because the network is transaction is happening. So putting the data and getting the data is chargeable. Storing the data is also chargeable. Everything is chargeable. Right? Sorry. Clear, guys? So that this is talks about AWS. AWS is 10 times bigger than, there are 14 different clouds. Azure, Google, IBM, Oracle, there's 14. You combine all 14, multiply by 10 is equal to AWS. They are huge. You can use it for the huge infrastructure building, big data, content distribution, Google search, kind of everything, right? And you can access AWS through this link. Clear? So we are ready to enter into the AWS. Understood? So today we talked about what is cloud, and we talked about the region and zone. What happened? Internet is gone? No, internet is there. No, it never was. But this poor application is running since morning 8:30.
There are 18 participants in the conference. Please announce yourself.
I'm sorry guys, it got disconnected. I connected again. I am audible, right? All of you? Perfect. Okay. We have not entered into the AWS yet. We just talked about how to enter and what is cloud. If you talk about cloud, there are three major vendors in the market: Google, Azure and AWS. Correct? So I'll keep telling you the difference between all three so that you understand that. I will teach you the Linux free, guys, if you are not from the Linux background. Right? At least make you comfortable on the Linux. That is sure. Okay? Shall I move on? Okay. So this is called console home. Whenever you log into the AWS, this is called console home. You will get this AWS console page. You registered with the AWS with your email ID and the phone number and the user ID, whatever. AWS does not know all of them. When you talk to AWS, AWS knows you because of this 12-digit ID. You should make this ID handy. In whole world, in AWS, this is a unique thing for you. Correct? Okay. So if you keep checking your bill every time. You go to the cell, your profile, right click and go to the billing. In the billing, keep checking it every day or two, because you don't know initially which service are going to charge you. Ideally, no charge. And if you really want to know that which service is free for how long, right? Some services are free for whole life also. Some services are free for 1 year. Some services are not free at all. So go to the Google and write AWS free tier. Write AWS free tier and go to the second link and click on that. It will tell you that what is free, what is not free. AWS is free for months, 12 months free, always free, and trial basis. It is written here. This component EC2 is free for 750 hours per month. 750 hours is equal to how many days? 31.5 days. More than a month, the server is free. But unlimited number of servers free? No, only one server is free. So if you take one server, 750 hours you will get. If you take two servers, divide by 2 is equal to 15.25 days or something like that, whatever, right? Or if you take 3 servers, divide by 3. Understood? If you take any other services, it is clearly done. 5 GB standard storage, free for 12 months. So here you can get all the services of AWS for how long it is free, right? So guys, what the confidence that I am going to give you, understand carefully. You will not be charged if you are using wisely. What is the definition of wisely? Maybe every day you will do 1 hour of learning, practice, 2 hours, 3 hours. Does not matter. But whenever you are done, let's say you are done in the 11 o'clock and you wanted to sit back, do another practice by, let's say, evening 8 o'clock. At 11 o'clock, delete everything and recreate everything in the evening. You are in the learning phase. So do not hesitate to do it again. You will not get the bill. Even if you get the bill in the whole course, hardly 50 rupees or 100 rupees maximum will come. But if you try to misuse it or abuse it, tell it the same statement, abuse it that you asked me, right? Then be ready to pay. Right? And even the bill got generated, let's say 1000 rupees bill got generated. Remember the option that I told you to select student. That student play card we play. We call the AWS, say that we are a student, we don't know where to click, how to click. We can provision the resources, but we don't know how to use it, right? Or if we use it for, we'll use it 1 hour. We cannot use it for the permanent for 5 days, right? So they check the utilization also and they say that no problem, we'll revert back. In 90% cases, they revert back the money. 90% cases. But why to come to that situation, right? Use wisely. Okay? Use wisely. Instance stop karna. Instance with server. In AWS we call instance. Actually it is server. Instance, boss, instance, if you stop the server, no cost. But inside that there is a storage. Let's say for operating system, right? That storage is persistent. Persistent means it is always running. Even if you stop the server. Your operating system is still running. Then AWS will charge you. So AWS charge you for the storage, not for the server. So better you delete. How much time it takes? Hardly a minute to get the server. Hardly a minute to get the server. Right? Got the answer? So we talked about the billing. So okay, this is my current billing. You click on the cost explorer. For you it will not open. For me it will open. Why? Because I already enabled it. For you it will say that wait for 24 hours. Okay, here it will tell you the past history of payment also and the bill generation also, right? Cost explorer. So you need to enable and wait for. So it is telling me that from Feb month till date, and I can change it also if I click on the cost explorer again and last 6 months cost or 1 year or whatever the duration, last 6 months. This is the billing. Total billing September $1.8, $2, $2.8 and so on. Total I have to pay $10.87. Understood? Don't get scared, you will not get the bill. Okay. So billing, if you need any support from the AWS, click on the support center. Let's say tomorrow bill get generated, go here. Raise a ticket. do not select mail, select call, and you don't have to call. They call you right away. Give your 12-digit ID to them. Say that the bill just got generated as a student. I am learning. Not only they will revert back your bill, they sometime also give you the credit also for the another bill got generated, so you can pay for it from that. Also, they give you some documents to learn. They are professionals very well. Okay. And reasons I already talked about. Clear? If you are in the Linux, you might have heard the terminology called terminal. So this is the latest feature launched in the November month. You click here, you will get the terminal by default. No need to launch the server, do everything here. If you are from Windows, no problem. I will make you comfortable in the Linux. Okay. So 5 GB of storage you will get it free here on the server, and every 4 days whatever you have kept it here it will delete. So AWS is giving you the terminal to do something on the Linux or anything on the runtime. But this is the permanent place to do your application installation and all. No, this is just for test purpose. If you don't want to do permanent anything, then launch a server and do that over there. Okay. Any question, guys?
So this place we will not keep building it. This place we will not keep building it. Nobody will use.
बंद कर दो बस. Just close it. Okay. Charge भी नहीं आएगा. You will not get the charge also. First time I am clicking it, that's the reason. It will take time. Okay. This talks about the notification, if AWS send any notification to you and all. Okay, one notification to me. Rather, they might be upgrading anything, they want to changing, and so that notification keeps coming. You will get all the services here also. You can get all the services, same service here also. Whatever you already clicked, it will come here. If you are using frequently, no problem. Go here, click on the star, it will come here. Shortcut. If you remove the star, it will go away. Make sense? If you want to search, click here. Clear it? So this is the services. There are so many services. Every service is equivalent to one application. Yes, I don't know anything Linux. Don't worry, Ganesh. After a couple of classes, you will comfortable working on Linux. Okay. So I go to the services and take the one services that is called EC2. The full form of EC2 is Elastic Compute Cloud. The full form is Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay. You want to buy a laptop. Example, you want to buy a laptop. Tell me what all the things you will do. Either online or offline, whatever.
Do some research,
Research is done.
find some configuration.
Configuration. What configuration you decided? Let's say one CPU and 1 gig of memory. And how many laptops you want?
One.
One. Right? And how much storage you need? Storage you need 500 GB. Let's take a 10 GB. Right? Okay. Name of the laptop. Clear? Security and password. You are not going to decide which operating system you want, Windows or Linux. Correct, na? In AWS world, we do not call operating system, we call AMI, Amazon Machine Image. We call AMI. We do not call configuration. We call instance. We do not call storage. We call volume. Right? We do not call security. We call security group. And we do not call password, we call key pair. Okay. So let's say, sir, if I ask you to create a painting for me, you take a 1 day, 2 day, 1 week and so. Simple, right? It will take time, right? Clearly everything is in the PPT, don't worry. If you write it, good. If it is good for you, you can create your own notes, and I recommend that also. If you don't create, no problem. It is written. You create a painting, I ask you, then you create it, maybe take good time, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, 1 day and so on. But if I ask you, give me the copy of the painting, it will take a minute for you. Just take a photocopy and give it to me. Simple. This images is already created. Operating system is already installed. You just need a copy. They will restore a copy and your operating system is ready. Understood? So that is called Amazon Machine Image. You go to the EC2, click on the instances, click on the launch, and there are around 42 different types of AMIs, Amazon Machine Image. Amazon Linux, Mac operating system, different types, Red Hat, you talk about SUSE, you talk about Ubuntu, you talk about Windows 2019, you might not have heard also. Ubuntu again, different versions, different Windows 2019, 2016, 2000 XYZ, it may be. Right? If you know Windows, that is good. If you know Linux, that is good. All options are there. But all of them are free. No. See, this is not free. Whatever is free written here. I scroll up and click on this free tier. How many eligible for the free tier? Only 15. Guys, you want me to launch Linux or Windows? Linux. Online guys, you don't want anything. I said guys. I have not said the offline guys. बॉस फीस तो आप भी पे करोगे ना जो ऑनलाइन हो, ऐसा थोड़ी है कि आप नहीं पे करोगे, है ना? यू विल ऑल्सो पे द फीस, सो पार्टिसिपेट एक्टिवली. So let's go with the Linux and we load Windows also, don't worry. So Linux, Amazon Linux, Red Hat Linux, I take the Red Hat Linux. I click on select. So I got this. Operating system is done. Now I'm coming to the configuration. Configuration is around 200 types of different configuration available. 1 CPU, 1 gig of memory. 1 CPU, 2 gig of memory. 8 CPU, 64 gig of memory. 36 CPU, 96 gig of memory. Everything is available. You take it whatever you want. But can you customize this? No, it's not possible. You have to take from the package. The same package facility is available on Azure also. And same facility is available on Google also. But addition to that, Google also gives the customization also. You can take 1 CPU, 0.75 gig of memory also. You can customize. That facility is only available with Google, not with AWS and Azure. Okay? So I take this free tier one, click next. So that is also done. Moving to the how many CPU, how many number of server you want. 1, 2, 3, 10, 100, 1000, it is up to you. Make sense? I click next. Storage, 10 gig of storage. How much is free? 30. Why Amazon only? No other cloud service we can learn, and what will become the learning AWS? Sir, you can learn Google. I teach Google also. I teach GCP also, Azure and GCP also. But that is a separate course. You have to pay a separate money, Mahesh. Okay. What will we become learning AWS? Can you repeat that? We can do on the Google, but not in it. There are hundreds of services that are in AWS. Those are not in the Azure and Google. AWS has 200 types of services. Azure has 55 types of services, and Google has again limited, less. So you cannot do everything over there. Let's take example of a sweet shop. I open a sweet shop, I have 100 types of varieties, right? Ganesh open a sweet shop, has a 50 types of varieties, right? Another person open 20 type of varieties. So it's possible, right? Can you do everything in every shop? It's not possible. There are so many services. If I go here and show you, you can manage the satellite also, ground station setup you can do. Do we need to learn this service? No. We are not going to work in a NASA and launching a satellite there. Are we going to do a gaming? No, we are not going to do the gaming also. Why to learn all this? बॉस वो लर्न करते हैं ना जो मार्केट में चाहिए, जिससे हमें जॉब मिल सके, जिससे एग्जाम क्लियर हो सके. And that guarantee I take it, I'll make you ready for the exam and interview. That guarantee I am going to take it. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता सर, बस आपको पढ़ना है जो मैं पढ़ाऊंगा. Okay, you just need to learn, and I make you comfortable on at least the terminologies that is on Azure and Google, so that if even Google opening is there, you go there and at least you can say I know AWS and have the understanding of other cloud, right? But all the things are there, I can easily relate. It gives you the good back when you give the interview. Config the instance. The config the instance talks about that number of servers that you want. There are so many things we cannot talk now because just starting. Here you can define the number of servers, 1 2 3 4 5 10 जितना मर्जी चाहिए, and click next. Okay, so who asked this question? Ganesh, you understood, right? Mahesh, you also. Great. So 30 GB is free, out of 10 we have taken. Whatever is here, do not reduce. This is the minimum requirement. You can increase. How much? Sir, this is 30 is free. 16 terabyte. You can write here 16,000. This is equivalent to C drive or root drive in Linux. You can have multiple drives or mount points, and can go up to 16 terabytes. 16,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000. Understood? Tagging, you are giving the name. Linux server. Security group. In Linux, you can connect the Linux using the protocol that is called SSH and port 22. In Windows, anybody can help me? 3389 and protocol RDP जो मैंने बताया था. Okay, so in Windows RDP will come and port 3389. What is the internet port protocol? HTTP, and port is 80. Review and launch. Whenever you are launching, go with the new pair. This is going to be your password, and the password file comes in a file in an encrypted way, and the extension of the file is PEM file. Yeah, clear? So you ask me now, they can go to the server. No, this password key is with you only. Okay, take an example. Let's say this guy takes a flat on rent, and I am the owner. I have 2 keys of your flat, and I want to give you one. Will you take one or you need both? Both. Why both? Why not one? You can share तो ठीक है सर, अगर मेरे पास रहने दोगे, I come to your home and steal the things, चोरी कर लूँगा तुम्हारे घर में, फिर क्या होगा? हाँ, ये तुम सो रहे हो, मैंने दरवाजा खोल के आया तो मैं उठा दिया, फिर it means I have the access to your home, right? Will you prefer? No. So this key is with you. Let's say आपने वो की खो दी, you lost that key, क्या होगा? लॉक तोड़ना पड़ेगा. बॉस यहाँ लॉक तोड़ने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं है, ना डुप्लीकेट बन सकती. तो आपका घर गया, वो घर ही खत्म, समझ रहे हैं आप? तो अगर ये सर्वर की आपने की, इफ यू मिस दैट की, द होल इंस्टेंस इज गॉन, डजंट मैटर इट्स अ प्रोडक्शन. देयर आर सम जुगाड्स, विल टॉक लेटर. ओके, ठीक है, विल टॉक लेटर. बट ऑफिशियली if you go to AWS, once you lost the key and say give me the another key, we'll say yeah, how can I manage your key? If I start managing, you will say that I am stealing your data or I am monitoring your data. So they don't have the key. That's what you asked, right, earlier. Port range is always default. You can custom also. Ganesh, you can custom in the class 4. I will talk about this. Okay, in class 4 you can do the custom, but default port को कभी याद रखने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती. पता है आपको, आप google.com लिखते हैं यहाँ पे, तो जैसे मैंने Gmail लिख दिया, तो यहाँ पे कहीं आपको पोर्ट नहीं लिखा रहा. क्यों? क्योंकि वो डिफ़ॉल्ट पोर्ट पे रन हो रहा है. जो डिफ़ॉल्ट होता है ना, उसको बोलने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती. नो नीड टू एक्सप्लेन. whatever is not default, you need to write it. Default port of internet is at 80. That's the reason automatically come. You want to run your website on 90, so then specifically you have to do something. Understood? Default port connecting to the SSH is 22. That's isn't bad. If you want to connect on 23, then you need to do something. Right? So this is my file. I give a name. Today is 14th March 2021. Any name you want. And this download video. Once I download it, I can launch. I launched at 254.9. When I click on that, we can same key for all the instance. You can use the same key for all the instance on one particular reason. Yes, you can use. If this key will not work on the another reason, because I already said one reason does not have any relation to the another reason. Yes, you can use Dilmit. So my instance is running. I refresh and it is running now. How much time it took? 30 seconds. And my instance is running. Correct? My instance is in AWS. Is my laptop here? I need to connect my instance. I need something. I need something. What is that something? Putty. So you need to go to the Google, write Putty, Putty, enter. Go here. Most of the laptops are 64-bit, so download here 64-bit Putty. It's a utility, it's not application. No need to install, it will automatically come. Okay, so we downloaded Putty and we download one more application that is called PuttyGen. Enter and download puttygen.com, 64-bit. Both are utility, right? Okay, I do have, yes, Putty only. No. Putty only. Agar aap, Rajan, if your laptop is on Windows, yes. If your laptop is having Linux application, Linux operating system, no need to download Putty. Okay, so I have Putty available. I go here, open it. Okay, this is available. Sally, okay, you to connect any server, what all the things are required? You as a IP you require or host name you require. That is one. Another, user ID, password. Simple, na? So I select this server. There are two types of IP, public IP and private IP. So I take the public IP because I am going from outside. I take this, or you take the DNS, doesn't matter. Go here, paste it. I got one thing. How I get to know that what is the user? Click on connect. Click on SSH client or click on session or click on instance, doesn't matter. Right? So let's say I click on here. It is written username is EC2-user. Go here and write EC2 hyphen user and put at the rate. Now I got the username, I got the IP. What is pending? Key. Password जो हमने download किया था. This is my password. Hack it. It's all yours. This is encrypted. And the extension is PAM. Okay. I go to SSH, open SSH. Do not open auth, click on auth and browse. Biggest problem. The extension was, currently extension is, boss is not supporting. What to do? Because putty to PPK support करता है. And this is good for you, for the DevOps also, both of you. Just pay attention. Just PPK. What should I do? I need something to convert. Remember that we download one utility is called putty gen. Correct? We already have a file, or do we need to generate? We already have. So do not click on generate. And you should be selected RSA. And if you by mistake click on generate and you're sitting here, that the file will generate, right? From the 20 years you become convert to the 30 years, then it will be stay like this only. It's not going to change even next 10 years, because for file generation you need to move miles. Okay, and anyway we do not need it. So what we need to load. Clear? Again it is showing here PPT. What was the name? March. Open. Okay, it's replaced everything. This is my private file or public file? Yes. Give any name or same name, choice is with you. What was the name? 14th. This time it's not PAM. The extension will be, that's all. It was not difficult, right? Was it? Simple. Go and search your key. So I got the password, I got the username, I got the IP, but the font it will come small. So go to the appearance, change the font size from 10 to 18 or 16. Let's say 16. Go here. If by mistake if I click on cancel, everything is gone. I need to enter everything. So what I do? I click here 14th March server. Save. By mistake if I close, no problem, it is here. Click on that, click on load, everything will be back. Understood? You select that one, load, everything will be back. Okay, and click on yes, the server is in front of you. We open the internet port also, right? Ping google.com or any website. It's pinging, it's working. Internet is working. Press Ctrl C. If you don't know Linux, no problem. Clear? Another option that we go ahead. So we launch the Linux server. This is running. Let's launch the window also, because many people are for window background, right? Guys, any issue on the Linux? Okay, no questions. So coming to this launch instance again, select this free tier, go down to the window section. Let's say I take Windows 2016. Same process, select. Same, 1 CPU, 1 gig of memory. Next, number of servers. Next, storage. Windows heavy application, it takes 30 gig. 10 gig I already taken. 30 gig I am taking. How much is free total? 30. Total I am using 40. It means charge of 10 GB. But don't worry. If you use for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, no bill is going to generate. So don't get tension. Here, Windows Server. Next, security group. Then by default RDP 3389. If you want to run internet, HTTP. Next, review, scroll down, launch. Same key you can use. Whatever you created for the Linux, same can be used here also in Windows. Up to 5000 server you can use the same key. Acknowledge, launch.
Security group is change everything or
No, you can select the existing security group. But when we took the security group for the Linux, it was a Linux specific port was there, SSH. That does not require for the Windows because Windows require RDP. That is the reason this security group and that security group is there. If I launch again Linux, then I can use the same security group. Okay, so here I go back here. I have another server also there. Linux and Windows. Windows takes time. Windows is heavy application, I already said. If I try to go connect, it is not required putty first thing. And putty was required PPK file. Server does not require. But Windows does not require putty. So PPK की जरूरत नहीं है. PAM से ही चल जाएगा अपना काम. Okay. So go to the client RDP, click on the get password, and it will say that wait for 4 minutes because Windows is installation or setup takes time. Okay, Windows setup takes time. Okay, I go back here and click connect. If I ask you to select this, do not select first and deselect this. It's a complete wastage of time. Click here. Click here. If I ask you to man, right? If I ask you to open the property section, this is minimize, this is mid maximize, this is full maximize. If I ask you to refresh, do not come here, refresh from here. Okay, I select this, I click on connect. RDP, get password. Now it is ready. It is asking me PAM file. Click on that. There is no PPK. It is asking PAM file. Where is my PAM file? In download section. Not PPK. For Linux is required PPK. Open. Decrypt. Download the remote file key. Click on that. Copy this password. In this remote file, by default the server IP and username already come. No need to enter. Only password you need to enter.
we can get password from there.
You can get the video. Yes, Hitesh. Everybody will get the video who is registered. Don't worry. Everybody will get the video. Sorry?
Every time we get password from there, we share the password.
You copy it and keep it with you. The same password will be there. Okay. So window is ready. Guys, we have taken Windows 2016 with 1 CPU, 1 gig of memory. Your mobile is 4 gig of memory or 6 gig of memory. So give time to yourself to get it ready. Huh? Okay. I am unmuting everyone now and you guys can talk.
All participants are unmuted.
Guys, if you're not talking, mute. If you're talking, please go ahead. Poonam, too much noise. Guys, you have Linux server, you have Windows server. Take it. Practice it. Right? Do whatever you want. You are the super user of these both the servers. Okay? Spoil it. No need to repair it. Give it back to AWS and take the new one. So do not get scared that anything will go wrong. Okay? Guys, you are forcing me to mute again. Too much background noise is there.
हेलो
Yeah, Hitesh.
हाँ सर बोलिए चालू
All participants are muted.
Guys, I muted you again. Too much background noise is there. Sorry. Okay. I go to the internet. I am inside the. So do practice as much as you want. That's the fundamental step. You should have server. Then only you can do anything. Let's check that how much speed internet is working and speed of this server. This is a server. It will ask you to add this into the security area. It goes to 700, 800 MB also. So if you want to watch movie, this is the best place. Okay.
Do you also get a local drive there?
You can map your local drive. That I will teach. You can map your local drive. So this is the Windows server, and this is the Linux server. In Linux server also, you can get your root account. Root is the super user. Write sudo su, and you are the root account. Do whatever you want. Okay. So if you are not using, what is the best practice I suggested? Delete.